Hey guys, so this clip was shared everywhere back in the day because of how utterly ridiculous it was. Now, this is Teen Miss South Carolina, and if you were old enough to remember this, because this happened 2000, early 2000s, um, but she answers this question. She's asked the question of why do you think that most Americans can't find, America on a map? And she gives the strangest answer. And, kudos to Mario Lopez here for, not busting out laughing at this girl. Now, she was, interviews like, oh, I was just nervous and this and that. Can you really say it's because you were nervous? You know you're going to be asked questions like that. You know you're going to have a question period. So, if you're not great with talking in front of people, you probably shouldn't be on the stage. But I digress. Anyway, this clip is just pure gold, and I remember it being everywhere. People were memeing the hell out of it. If you were living under a rock, experience it in all its glory. So, here we go.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
So
That look that Mario gives at the very end, that look of, yeah, look at that look. He's like, oh god. So let's let's break this down here. So I personally believe that U.S. Americans, not to be confused with the Canadian Americans, up north, or the Mexican Americans. Um, no, the U.S. Americans. You have to be really, really firm about getting that across. That U.S. Americans can't find United States on the map because there are some people in this world, in this country, who don't have maps, and it's so ridiculous that it's hilarious.
This is.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and
Our education system in South Africa and the Iraq. Once again, you got to emphasize it's not that fake Iraq that's been going around. It's the real Iraq. It's the Iraq. Everywhere like such as. She's just spitting gold. If she ever became a music artist, a rap artist, this is one of those people who Eminem would never fuck with. Because she's just spitting bars. Just poof. Everything comes out. It's just pure flame. She would singe his ass.
I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries.
Now, I get what she was trying to say there, because our educational system is pretty fucked up. Even grown Americans, you have people like Jay Leno and people, Mark Dice and people like them going around saying, for people to find America on the map, or, they'll hold out a map and say, name a country. They can't name any of them, despite the fact that we live in America. You should know where America is. They look at a map, they're like, oh. So I think our educational system when it comes to geography, isn't doing the best job. So I do agree with the United States having a better educational system in allowing children or even adults to be able to find America on a map. Since some reason people aren't able to do that. But South Africa and the Asian countries and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, um, I don't think those are part of the question. I don't think uh, most likely, if you honestly, to be honest, most likely people in other countries are more likely to know where America is than Americans. It's the sad truth. There are people I talk to who know more about American history than half the people in this, well, not half, but a lot of people in this country. Like when you come over here and you're applying, for citizenship, you have to take a test about American history. In fact, the guy who runs the pizzeria down there, a couple years ago, he was applying, and when I came in, he was like watching history, like the History Channel, and studying up on history and all that. So, if you were to ask South African or someone in Iraq, or no, the Iraq, of course, or the Asian countries, I guarantee you they would know where America is because people over there, a lot of those places dream about coming over here. Not all of them, but I bet you if you went into an impoverished area, they would be able to tell you where America is. Because they sit there maybe dreaming about coming over to America to have a better life. But you ask an American where it is, and they're like, oh man, you're really putting me on the spot here, aren't you? No, I'm asking you to find America on a map. Yeah, no one's putting you on the spot. If you can't find it, what's that say about you? And most of the time, they're the same people who try telling us how to run the country. Oh, well, I think we should have open border. No, if you're not able to find America on the map, you have no say and no input in our political system. You just no. But yeah, this clip was shared the hell out of. I think she went on Tosh.0 for like the web redemption type thing. Uh, it's just completely iconic. Like I said, it was shared around and memed over and over. There were parodies of it. It is just gold. I love gold. But actually, let's read some of the comments first before we go. How many we got? 71 million. She has the exact same voice as I expected her to have. This one is almost 15 years old. God, fuck, I'm old. This is how I talk in job interviews. She is blonde for a reason. Thank you for representing us in South Carolina. Oh, dang, I got dumber just listening. Dang! 14 years later, who's has still never let this go. Half a brain, but full on beauty. Whatever happened to this gorgeous girl? I don't know. And whatever happened to predictability? The milkman. The milkman, Paperboy, and Evening TV. The fact that South Africa education. Yeah. The fact that South African education system is better than theirs makes it 110 times funnier. Yeah. South Africa and Iraq catching straight bullets. Girl, why do you bring them into this? Is she related to Joe Biden? Yes. Do you speak English in any like such as? What English, motherfucker? Do you speak it? What is the map? No, the Joe. That's funny. Joe is related to Joe Biden. It's like, Joe Biden. Why can't we, Americans find on the America on the map? Well, can't find a map, and the educational system is, the thing. Whenever I make a dumb mistake, I come back to this video and realize it ain't so bad. It's Biden's daughter. Girl, they love talking gibberish so much. Makes me proud to be a U.S. American. I love people sometimes. I love you guys all the time, but outside folk I love sometimes. I guess she'll contribute good looks. If President Biden was a teenager beauty queen. Such a bird in my mouth. I'm suing due to assault on my great gland. She must be descendant of Joe Biden. She has the necessary qualities to become the next POTUS. Absolute miracle, he kept a straight face. She said people don't have maps. Everyone has a phone. Well, this was back in the, before our phones were fucking mini computers. She nailed it. She's just so confident. She spoke so confident in her mind. Mario Lopez deserves an award for holding it together. She's the kind of girl that would study for a blood test. Currently employed as a Biden script speechwriter. The question is not for Americans. We're number one. I think I lost a few million brain cells. You can't blame the education system. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. But, so yeah, that was Miss Teen South Carolina. It's 2007. God damn, I'm old. Where has the time gone? Where has the time gone? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't seen it before, where have you been? And if you have seen it before, well, you just took a walk down memory road, because I'm sure this is one of those things you don't look up very often. Anyways, that's it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.